On today's episode, we are talking about how to avoid the survival mindset when it comes to planning for the exit of your business. And we're going to acknowledge and talk about how to move forward, move away from, or move through this concept that I call 3F thinking that so frequently gets in the way of exit planning you deserve to be doing. I hope you get value from this episode. Thanks for joining me. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to this Free Thinking Friday episode of the How to Happen podcast. I'm Mike, and thank you so much for joining me today. Today, I'm going to continue on my series about this topic that's fascinating me, which is the planning for successful exits or transitions in business. This is something I call a dream exit. Came up with this term back in 2023, and I've been extremely focused on helping people achieve what I call their dream exit ever since. So today I'm going to talk to you about avoiding the survival mindset. And again, this is primarily for entrepreneurs and business owners, successful ones who know that they should be planning for this dream exit that I believe they deserve, but unfortunately too often do not. And I am out to change that. So let's start with this. 81% of business owners who recently sold their business wish they had spent more time preparing their business and themselves for a sale. Now, if you're a business owner or an entrepreneur, that's got to get your attention. And I came across that stat in a UBS-sponsored survey of 123 recently transitioned or exited business owners that was conducted earlier in 2023. And honestly, I'm not surprised. In fact, I think the percentage could even be higher. So why is this the case? Why do so many business owners look back at their selling experience with at least some degree of doubt, uncertainty, regret, or worse? Why, when preparing for the most important financial and personal experience of their lives, do they often not invest enough time in the process or any time in the process until it's too late? And I feel like the answer may lie in what I call 3F thinking. And 3F thinking is fires, fears, and folly. So fires is like, oh, I have, all these fires to put out today, and I don't have any time to prepare for tomorrow. That's the fire thing. Fears. I don't like asking for help, and I don't know where to find it, so I'm not going to do it. That's fears. And folly, and this is something I've had a lot of in my life. I think like I'm at my best when I wing it and fly by the seat of my pants. That's folly. So 3F thinking is really a survival mindset that most entrepreneurs and business owners are born with. It's what makes them so successful, but it can also be their downfall when it comes to preparing for their dream exit. It's what makes them an entrepreneurial superhero, but all superheroes, right? All superheroes have their kryptonite too. And when it comes to preparing for the dream exit that all successful entrepreneurs and business owners deserve, 3F thinking might just be that kryptonite. So what is the dream exit? Well, the dream exit happens when two things are achieved. One, a business is sold for its maximum value. And two, the business owner or the entrepreneur is ready to maximize their meaning and purpose in that post-exit or post-transition life. So how then can we square up the dichotomy of 3F thinking with the goal of a dream exit? Well, the first step, as I learned from a mentor, is that all progress starts with the truth. That's something I first heard from Dan Sullivan. I don't know if Dan Sullivan came up with that, but that's where I first heard it. All progress starts with the truth. And the truth is that 3F thinking is real and must be transformed if you're going to make progress on planning for your dream exit. The second step is more challenging because it's like dealing with the actual kryptonite. Maybe you grew up watching Superman in the movies or on TV like I did. And if so, you'll recall that he is literally helpless against kryptonite, this fictional mineral that comes from his home planet of Krypton. Superman had no natural antidote for kryptonite, and you might not either for your 3F thinking. So he needed help from equipment like lead shields and super suits, and he relied on help from allies to remove the kryptonite or keep him away from it. And just like Superman, you'll likely need support from equipment and allies to overcome your 3F thinking. For example, a teacher and a playbook that will help you acknowledge and move past any 3F thinking that's preventing you from focusing on and preparing for the dream exit you deserve. It may feel like an enormous challenge to put a dream exit playbook together, but like eating an elephant or walking 1,000 miles. Fortunately, the ancient proverbs give us great advice when it comes to conquering big challenges. Start small. You know the saying, you eat an elephant one bite at a time, and you begin a journey of 1,000 miles with what? A single step. So let's start by reflecting on these 4 questions to initiate the assembly of your dream exit playbook. Number 1, what is a business exit strategy? Well, it's a plan that outlines how a business owner will sell or otherwise transition out of their business. This sounds simple. It is not. Number 2, what are the different types of exit strategies? Well, these include selling the business to a third party, passing it on to family members, selling to employees or co-owners, or liquidating. There's others, but each have their own pros and cons. You have to know what they are. You have to know what all the options are. You have to know what the pros and cons are so that you can get your head around what makes sense to you. Number 3, how can an exit strategy benefit my business now? Well, this one's easy. A well-planned exit strategy can help you make business decisions and increase the current value of your business. Like, who doesn't want that? That's what business is all about. And number 4, why is planning an exit strategy important? Well, an exit strategy is not just about selling the business. It's about defining the business owner's goals, ensuring the business's longevity, and maximizing the value of the business. So it's crucial. It's crucially important. And again, 3F thinking, that's real stuff, but it shouldn't keep you from preparing for the dream exit you deserve. Remember, a staggering 81% of business owners wish they had prepared more for their exit. Now, I don't know about you, but that doesn't sound like a dream to me. So what I suggest is that you take that small bite and that first step today. And you know what? That kryptonite will be neutralized and you will be on your way to creating value, to creating meaning, and ultimately to creating the dream exit you deserve. I hope you got some value from this today. Thank you so much for listening. If you're not already, please subscribe or follow the podcast. Let me know what you're thinking about, what I'm thinking about. And until next time, maximize the greatness that's inside of you each and every day.
Hey everybody, thanks for listening to the show. And before you go, I just have 3 requests for you. 1, if you like what I'm doing, please consider subscribing or following the podcast on whatever podcast platform you prefer. If you're really into it, leave me a review, write something nice about me, give me 5 stars or whatever you feel is most appropriate. Number 2, I've got a book. It's called Ownership: How Getting Selfish Got Me Unstuck. It's an Amazon bestseller. And I'd love for you to read it or listen to it on Audible or wherever else, Barnes & Noble, Amazon. You can get it everywhere. If you're looking for inspiration that will help you unlock your greatness and potential, order or download it today so that you can have your very own copy. And if you get it, please let me know what you think. Number 3, my newsletter. I do a newsletter every Thursday and I talk about things that are interesting to me or I give more information about the podcast and the podcast guests that I've had and the experiences that I've had with them. You can sign up for the podcast today at my website, which is my name, MikeMalatesta.com. You do that right now, put in your email address, and you'll get the very next issue. The newsletter is short, thoughtful, and designed to inspire, activate, and maximize the greatness in you.